And now you have a surplus, thanks to who? Your super mayor, your supervisor, Tiffany Henyard, the people supervisor. So won't you talk about my accolades and my business degree and all the other accolades that I pose here as a supervisor?
Thornton Township's leader is making bold claims. From a surplus to a business degree, Tiffany Henyard demands recognition. But is this confidence rooted in success or controversy? As critics push back, the tension rises. What's the real story behind the people's supervisor? Stay tuned and let us know your take below.
The board is hurting people. They're hurting our residents. I don't care if you don't like me, don't like somebody on this board. It does not matter. What matters is you come here and you take care of your responsibility and take care of the business here at the township.
The board is accused of failing its residents, with tensions boiling over. Tiffany Henyard calls out the chaos, urging action over personal grudges. But is this a leader standing up for her town or deflecting blame? Share your thoughts on who's really accountable in this unfolding drama below. Chaos, corruption, and a leader spiraling out of control. That's the reality unfolding in Dolton and Thornton. Tiffany Henyard, the embattled mayor, faces accusations of holding an entire town hostage, shutting down services, and playing political games with taxpayer money. From stalled insurance renewals to reckless power grabs, her actions have left residents in crisis, and the court's fed up. A Cook County judge has blocked her latest overreach. But will it be enough? As the walls close in, questions linger. How far will she go? And what's next for the people left to clean up her mess? Hey guys, I am Olivia. Welcome to Red Rumbles, where drama meets the spotlight, and every twist leaves you questioning what's next. From shocking celebrity scandals to the most explosive controversies in boxing, combat sports, and politics, we break it all down for you. Don't miss a second of the chaos. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay ahead of the action. Buckle up, because things are about to get intense, and you won't want to look away. Let's dive straight into today's headline-grabbing drama. Tiffany Henyard's time in office has been anything but quiet. Her administration has faced sharp criticism for its inability to effectively manage local governance. From contentious board meetings to administrative failures, Henyard has become the focal point of growing dissatisfaction among residents and officials.
New drama tonight involving a controversial politician in the south suburbs. Tiffany Henyard was the only Thornton Township leader to show up for a scheduled meeting.
During a recent meeting, she struggled to articulate basic responsibilities, leaving many questioning her leadership capabilities. Critics argue that this moment was symbolic of her overall mismanagement. Words failed her, just as her actions have failed the communities she serves. What are your thoughts on this leadership style? In Thornton Township, residents are grappling with the fallout from Henyard's governance. Vital township services have been disrupted, leaving countless individuals without the support they need. The closure of township buildings has caused particular distress, especially for those reliant on these services during the brutal Chicago winters. One of the most glaring issues is the lack of insurance for township operations.
Now to important business in Thornton Township, which hit a roadblock tonight, not because of the weather, not because of logistics, but because two trustees refused to show.
This critical oversight has created a hazardous situation, both legally and financially. Without insurance, the township is exposed to significant liability, putting taxpayer dollars at risk. Trustees Chris Gonzalez and Carmen Carlisle have called out Henyard for failing to address this issue. But Henyard has deflected responsibility, blaming others instead of taking action. The question remains, how did things get to this point, and what should be done to fix it? Let us know what you think in the comments. The impact of these failures isn't just bureaucratic, it's personal. Residents like Darlene Lewis have been left in dire straits. Lewis, who depends on township assistance to pay her electricity bills, recently found herself locked out of the township building. I'm going to be in the dark, she said, her voice filled with frustration.
And that main building was locked. No one was answering the main phone lines, and some services that are offered there are for electric and heating for low-income homes. We spoke to Henyard spokespeople today and trustees who are calling it a ploy.
For individuals like her, this isn't just a political issue. It's a matter of survival. These stories highlight the real-world consequences of ineffective governance. When leadership fails, it's the most vulnerable who suffer the most. What do you think should be the priority for fixing this mess? Insurance is a basic necessity for any government operation, yet Thornton Township is currently uninsured. This issue came to a head when trustees refused to attend meetings, citing concerns over Henyard's attempts to push her agenda. Henyard, in turn, has accused the trustees of sabotaging township operations. Chris Gonzalez pointed out that insurance renewals were never an issue in the past. We've never had to vote on this before, he said, emphasizing that Henyard could have resolved the matter with a simple signature.
Don and Scott, the meeting wrapped up early because two trustees, as you mentioned, did not show up, Chris Gonzalez and Carmen Carlisle. Without them, not enough board members were present to make official decisions.
Yet, instead of addressing the problem, the township was left vulnerable, and services ground to a halt. Do you think this could have been avoided? Drop your take in the comments below. Critics argue that Henyard's decision to close township buildings was less about protecting residents and more about maintaining her grip on power. By shutting down operations, she's effectively held the township hostage, forcing trustees into a corner. This tactic has backfired in the eyes of many residents, who see it as a betrayal of public trust. We come here for help, and the doors are locked. What do we do? Asked one frustrated resident. The sentiment is shared by many who rely on township services to get through tough times. Does this strategy make sense, or has it gone too far? In Dalton, Henyard has faced even greater resistance. A Cook County judge recently blocked her from appointing her choices for key village positions, including police chief, administrator, and attorney.
The judge today declining to hold her in contempt, but did warn her that if she did not follow the ruling.
The ruling came after months of disputes, with Henyard attempting to bypass the board's authority. One of the most controversial appointments was that of Ronnie Berg, who was deemed unqualified to serve as police chief under Illinois law. Berg's brief stint in the role was marked by public outcry, and his removal has been seen as a significant victory for accountability. How do you feel about these legal battles? Should Henyard have the power to make these appointments? Let us know in the comments. Trustees in both Thornton and Dalton have pushed back against Henyard's attempts to consolidate power. In Thornton, they've boycotted meetings to prevent her from appointing a new trustee who could tilt the balance of power in her favor. In Dalton, they've challenged her overreach in court, securing rulings that limit her authority.
Last month, the judge issued a temporary restraining order blocking her from making those appointments without approval from trustees.
This resistance has sparked a broader conversation about the role of local government and the importance of checks and balances. Henyard's critics argue that her actions represent an abuse of power, while her supporters claim she's simply trying to get things done. What's your take on this ongoing conflict? As Henyard's legal troubles mount, her grip on power appears increasingly tenuous. Many believe it's only a matter of time before she's removed from office or forced to resign. The question is, what comes next for Thornton and Dalton? Even if Henyard steps down, the damage she's caused will take time to repair. The lack of insurance, the stalled services, and the erosion of public trust are challenges that will require strong leadership to overcome. What do you think should be the first step in rebuilding these communities? Share your thoughts below. Beyond her political woes, Henyard faces the possibility of federal indictment. If charges are brought against her after she leaves office, she'll face significant legal challenges without the resources to mount a strong defense. The implications of such an indictment would be far-reaching, not just for Henyard, but for the communities she served. It would further tarnish the reputation of local government in Thornton and Dolton, making it even harder to restore public confidence. What do you think will happen next? This situation isn't just about one mayor, it's about the broader issues of accountability and governance. When elected officials put their personal interests above the needs of their constituents, it's the community that suffers. The chaos in Thornton and Dolton serves as a stark reminder of why transparency and integrity are essential in public service. What lessons do you think other communities can learn from this? Add your perspective in the comments section. Thank you for tuning into Red Rumbles, where we shine a light on the issues that matter most. The situation in Thornton and Dolton is a reminder that leadership comes with responsibility, and those who fail to meet it must be held accountable. What do you think about Tiffany Henyard's administration and the future of these towns? Share your thoughts in the comments. We're reading everyone. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your network, and subscribe to stay updated on the latest developments. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged.